today it is Monday and I'm going to try to answer all of these questions that I received for my Q&A video, and I've been super excited about this. I've actually already filmed this video once, but when I filmed it, I don't know, it just didn't feel right to put it up then, so I just decided to redo the whole thing. Y'all have to forgive my voice.
The allergies are starting to get bad here, and
so I'm gonna try to get through this video with some tea. So I guess I will just give some disclaimers here. A lot of these questions may sound redundant because I know I've answered some of them before in my last Q&A video. Some of them I really didn't have an answer for because it was just hard to come up with an answer for them, and I may say some things different than I did in my last Q&A video. Like, sometimes I just change my favorite things on some things, so just bear with me on that. So here, I guess I'll just go ahead and get right into this video. I have like a ton of questions, and I really didn't think about that I would do this because I just did the assumptions video. A couple people were like, hey, just to see if people will like just put the idea out there. So I was like, okay, I really didn't want to do it, but I was like, maybe they're right, maybe I should just try it. So I'm glad I did, because y'all had a lot of questions. So my first question here is, what's your favorite gospel song? And I have so many favorites, I couldn't pin down one. I do like Just As I Am, I Surrender All, Come Thou Fount, Be Thou My Vision, Jesus Paid It All, 'Tis So Sweet to Trust in Jesus. So all those songs, I just really like them all. So I have a lot of favorites on that. Do you prefer tea or coffee? And I have to say, I definitely prefer tea. Coffee's just, ugh. Okay, this one says, what's your favorite food? And I have a lot of favorite foods. I like pizza and fried chicken and french fries and fresh fruit, mangoes, pineapple, all that. This one says, do you prefer sweet or savory? And I can't say one or the other because I like both, but I do like sweet things a lot. So this one says, what's your favorite animal? My favorite animal, I don't have a favorite really. I don't think about favorite animals, but I do like cats and ducks. I like turtles. My sister loves turtles. This one says, how old are you? So I am almost 17. I'll be 17 next month. This one says, do you drive yet?
Driving a car is far more complicated than riding a horse.
I have to wait till I'm 18 so I don't have to take driver's ed. What is your religion? So I'm just a Bible-believing Christian. If you want to put me in a denomination, I guess you would say I'm Baptist. This one says, when is your birthday? And my birthday is April 5th, 2004. This one asks, what state do you live in? And I live in North Carolina. Do you have any pets / animals? And we have 10 chickens and 2 ducks. What is your favorite color? And my favorite color is purple. Do you enjoy being homeschooled? Absolutely. I would not trade it for the world, for real. I mean, I feel really blessed to be able to be homeschooled. This one says, have you ever been outside of North America? Thank the Lord, no. And I don't plan to. Hopefully, Lord willing, I'll never have to go outside of North America because I just, yeah. But, yeah. This one says, do you have a favorite Bible story? And yes, Acts 27, I think, where they have like the shipwreck. I used to read that story over and over when I was younger because I just thought it was so fascinating. So that is my favorite Bible story for sure. This one says, do you plan to go to college? And if so, what are you thinking of studying? So I'm not planning to go to college. So, yep. This one says, do you play any instrument other than the piano? So I play guitar and fiddle and penny whistle. And I try to learn the banjo, and I just cannot get it, so I can't play the banjo at all. Hardly. Why did you want to start a YouTube channel? So when I started my YouTube channel 2 years ago, I wanted to make so modest clothes and do videos about sewing for girls, and like, that was my YouTube channel goal. But as time went on, things began to change, and I stopped, like, I didn't sew as much because I realized how horrible I was at it. And I just started doing all kinds of videos, and y'all, don't ever go back and look at those old videos because they're the worst. This one says, I know you aren't planning on going to college, but what are you going to do after you graduate? After I graduate, I'm just gonna I'm planning to stay home and like learn homemaking skills that I will use one day, Lord willing. So like cooking and cleaning and stuff like that. This one says, if you could be one age, what is the perfect age to be? And I am perfectly happy with being the age that I am now. I don't desire to be another age at this point, but I don't know. I don't think there's any perfect age. But this one says, do you plan on ever teaching music in the future? And I do not. If I taught music, it would probably be to my children because I don't know. I do mostly by ear, so it would be hard for me to teach somebody how to play an instrument. This one is kind of funny. It says, which do you prefer, climbing tall trees or hiking up mountains? And I would say neither. I don't really like hiking up high places. I do enjoy hiking, but not on mountains. I mean, I did that one time, but I was like paranoid that I was gonna fall off the edge the whole time. That it was just like, I don't know. It was really fun, but I'm not a fan of hiking mountains or climbing trees because I don't like heights. This one says, which truth or doctrine do you feel confident enough to teach or share on? It's a hard question because it honestly would depend on whatever it is that I was being asked to talk about. So yeah, that's the only way I know to answer that question. I'm sorry. This one says, what dish / meal can you cook to perfection? Y'all would have to ask my family, but I can cook meatloaf and like mashed potatoes and green beans, and like a meal like that is easy for me to do. And like I like to make chili and spaghetti and things like that too. This one says, if for some crazy reason you couldn't keep both, which one would you give up first, piano or the guitar? And I would say the guitar because I like the piano so much better. This one says, would you rather live in a house with a big front porch or a large kitchen? And I'm just going to be completely honest about this. If I had my choice, I would definitely say a large kitchen because if the Lord wills, I would like to have a lot of kids and I would want a large kitchen. And you can always build on the front porch. So yeah, that's my answer for that. Okay, would you rather have a room with a window that faced east to sunrise or west to sunset? And I would say sunrise for sure because I just really enjoy seeing the sun come up in the morning. In your last Q&A, you mentioned you didn't think it was God's will for you to be a missionary. Would you reiterate on that? Do you mean you don't think He's calling you to be an overseas missionary or a missionary period? When I was younger, I really felt like it was the Lord's will for me to be a missionary, and I don't know. When I was that young, I felt like that, but as I got older, I asked the Lord to establish my desires to what He wanted me to do with my life, and slowly those desires to be a missionary faded away, and He replaced them with different desires. So at this point in my life, I don't feel like the Lord is calling me to be a missionary. I mean, He could change my heart about that and completely change the path of my life. It is completely up to Him because I am not the one in charge. So whatever His will is for me about that, I am completely okay with that. This one says, what's your favorite time period? My favorite time period, I would have to say, is 1940s, like World War II, and I've always really enjoyed that time of history ever since I was really young. So that is definitely my favorite time period. This one says, how tall are you? And I am 5'2". This one says, what's your favorite Bible verse? And I have so many favorites, but Psalms 18:30 and Psalms 27:14 are probably my most favorites. This one says, where are you studying / reading in the Bible at the moment? So I am not really like doing a Bible study plan for my devotions. I am just like picking different places every day, and I know a lot of y'all are like, that's horrible, you shouldn't do it that way. That's just how it works for me right now. So I just read whatever I am thinking about that day or whatever I feel like reading. So I'm not doing any Bible plan or anything. This one says, what has God been teaching you lately? And He's been teaching me a lot about surrender and to just surrender daily things to Him, just no matter how small they are. And that's been a big thing for me lately. This one says, what's your favorite meal to make? I don't know. I have a lot of favorites. I do like to make chili though. This one says, what's your favorite part about doing YouTube? I would have to say my favorite part about doing YouTube is meeting so many different people from everywhere and like just connecting with other people, because I will just be honest, I have made some of the best friends I have ever had through YouTube, and like I think 4 of my best friends, I've never met them before, and several of them I met through YouTube, and it's just really amazing to me how the Lord allowed me to meet those people, and yeah, it's just really a blessing to me, and I feel really blessed to be able to get to connect with y'all and meet other people that are of like-minded faith, and it's just really been a huge blessing to me, so that is definitely my favorite part. And y'all that I've met through YouTube that are my friends, y'all know who you are, and I just want y'all to know that I am thankful for every single one of you, and you are a great blessing to me. This one says, what is your favorite time of day? And I would have to say I like in the evenings, like when we're all together as a family and we might watch something together, or we'll just like sit around and read, or I like coming and writing in my journal and reading my Bible, and yeah, I really like the evening. What is something that you're afraid of, like heights or something? Y'all, heights for sure. I couldn't even go across this little rope swinging bridge across a little bitty creek one time. But other than that, I am scared of spiders, snakes, bees, sharks, and airplanes, y'all. I'm scared of airplanes and boats. Yeah. This one says, what is your favorite vacation spot? And I would have to say I really enjoy going to the mountains. That's my favorite vacation spot. What is your favorite style? And I would say country casual, like jean skirts and like just barefoot casual. That's my style. What are things you like in a friend? I like friends to be trustworthy, honest, spiritually mature, and I really like them to be good, like helpful people, like listeners, and that will say they pray for you and encourage you in the Lord. And yeah, I have a lot of things that I like in friends, but those are just a few. This one says, what is your favorite book of the Bible? And that's really hard because I like Hebrews, Romans, Psalms, Proverbs, and I like Job. I think it's an interesting book, but that's not my most favorite, but I have a lot of favorites. I'm embarrassed about this question because, like, I don't know. What is your favorite character in a movie? And okay, I really like Clint from Princess Cut. I just think he's a really good guy. So he's my favorite character in a movie. Yeah, my family picks on me about that. This one says, what do you want to achieve within your relationships with family, friends, and God? And in my relationship with my family, I want to get closer to them and build better relationships with them. And for friends, about the same thing there. Just try to be as encouraging and a good friend as I can be. And with God, I want to grow closer to Him and look to Him for all I need. This one says, what's your favorite hairstyle to wear? And I really don't think about it that often, but I do like braids, like side braids or buns or anything really. And I don't have a favorite. This one says, if you could live in any era in history, when would it be and why? I think it would be interesting to live in the early 1900s and like after the Civil War and World War II. Those would be interesting time periods too, just to see how things were changed after the war was over. This one says, what is your favorite movie? And I have 3 favorite movies. I have so many favorite movies, but I think I've narrowed it down to at least 3, which is Princess Cut, Courageous, and War Room. Those are my top 3, but I have a multitude of others that I like. This one says, blueberries or strawberries, which one do you like better? And I like them both. I don't like one over the other. Ice cream or cake, and I like both. So this one says, what musical instrument would you like to learn? I don't have any that I want to learn. I'm happy with the ones I have now, so yeah, I don't have one that I would like to learn. What is on your bucket list? I thought about this one for a while, and one of the things on my bucket list is I really would like to go to Arlington National Cemetery, and I've been wanting to do that for like several years now. I think that would be really neat. I don't know. I don't really have a bucket list. I've never really thought about it, Well, I have thought about it, but I never like actually wrote everything down, so that's one thing I want to do. This one says, where would you like to be a missionary? But I already covered that question, so that's it. So anyway, that is it for these questions, and if y'all have any more, let me know in the comments and I'll just answer them to you directly. But thank y'all so much for doing this with me and giving me all your questions. It was really a lot of fun for me. I try to make these videos fun for y'all and put funny pictures or little movie clips in here to keep y'all interested and not so you're sitting here listening to me talk for like, wow, over 20 minutes. I hope y'all enjoyed today's video, and thank you so much for watching, and I guess I will see you guys soon in another video. Thanks for watching, and Jesus saves.